Hi, I'm Dave.
I'm Denise.
I'm Megan.
I'm Brian.
I'm Trista.
And I'm Ron.
Hello everyone, my name is Melanie and I am here today to talk about something that is very important to me. And if you don't already know it, it's something that should be important to you and everyone else as well. Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." In other words, we can't just sit back and hope for someone else to make a difference. We must take action for ourselves. We can do our small or even large part to help reduce our waste by recycling. Among the many unfulfilled needs in Hillsborough County, the lack of participation in recycling programs is a big one. Your community needs your help. For instance, did you know, according to the Hillsborough County Recycling and Education applications, 80% of what is disposed in landfills can be recycled or reused for other purposes? This is why we must take action. How can one person help to lower that outrageous number? Well, first, by getting involved in your recycling community. As a fellow college student, I know we don't always have a lot of time. 99% of our time is spent at work, school, or even in relationships, and the other 1% is spent keeping our sanity. But no worries, there are things you can do to help. Recycling can be a simple process that most of us overlook due to our hectic schedules. All it takes is a behavior change. You know, something from tossing your items into a separate container than your garbage can. To start doing that, it can be as easy as making a phone call to Solid Waste Management of Hillsborough County. They will provide you with 2 recycling bins like these to make separation easy and efficient, along with this helpful pamphlet, which contains a list of recyclable materials to help you on your way to living greener. It's free and it only takes a few minutes. Recycling is important. A few of you may know the importance of recycling paper. Paper is one of the most important and versatile materials used throughout the world. A sufficient and simple way to reduce paper waste is to cut down all that unwanted junk mail. A figure from reduce.org is that almost 6 million tons of junk mail is shipped in the United States, and only 22% of that is actually recycled. You can go on their website and find a lot of helpful info on reducing unwanted junk mail. What about plastic? Another easy solution. How about these fashionable grocery totes? They reduce the weight of several plastic grocery bags, which by the way are not an accepted item for your new recycle bin. These totes also make for less trips to the car when bringing in your groceries. They're only 99 cents and they come in an assortment of colors. The inconspicuous black tote or the neon green tote that screams, "I'm going green." Whichever you prefer, feel free to even coordinate with your outfit. These bags are great for many other uses as well. Bringing your packed lunch to work or school, carrying your books and school supplies, cleaning out your car, or just find your own great uses. Are you convinced? Well, good, because I have one for each of you to help you take your first step towards living greener. Now on to something that I am definitely guilty of. My love for bottled water. Isn't it great? Easy fix. Instead of buying a case, just buy a 6-pack and a filter for your sink and refill and reuse the bottles. You can barely tell the difference, and this cuts down on all the waste of those plastic bottles. Easy enough, right? Well, it gets better. You're not alone in your quest to make a difference. Many companies are eco-friendly supporters as well. According to Arm & Hammer Corporation, Americans throw away 60 billion pounds of plastic a year. Arm & Hammer recently came out with cleaner refills. While doing your best to reuse those water bottles, you can also reuse your cleaning supply spray bottles. Plastic isn't the only easy recyclable material. There is a variety that you may not even be aware of. Electronics such as cell phones, TVs, radios, and computers are all things that we rely on and love. But did you know that these items have the most potential to cause the most damage to our environment? According to an article on earth911.com, in 2006 alone, the United States generated 1.5 billion pounds of electronic waste. The cell phone you upgrade every 6 months is composed of 100% recyclable material. If every cell phone user recycled just one unused cell phone, we could save 240,000 tons of raw materials. To make it even easier to recycle your e-waste, Office Depot offers their facilities as recycle drop-off locations for most electronics. Now, what does recycling mean for you? How does it help you? Well, aside from feeling great about making a difference and being eco-fashionable in your new tote, recycling not only can help save the environment, but it can save you money as well. Producers can save money by using recyclable materials and pass those savings on down to their consumers. Everything from that bottle of water to a brand new car can use recycled material. For example, what happens to some of the items that you toss into that recycle bin? Here are some fun facts for you. The plastic bottles we mentioned earlier can become drainage pipes, traffic barrier cones, toys, and even sleeping bags. Paper can be recycled 7 times over before the paper fiber becomes too small. But up until that point, paper can be used for cereal boxes, tissue paper, and of course newspaper. Now that we've talked about what happens when we recycle, now let's talk about why we recycle. Recycling conserves valuable landfill space, saves energy and our natural resources, protects our water supply and plant and animal life, and it definitely safeguards the environment for future generations. According to an article on keepamericabeautiful.com, since 1960, the amount of waste has almost tripled in America. Ultimately, we are not only the problem, but we too can be the solution. Remember, do your part. Call for your recycle bin, use your grocery tote, minimize your use of plastic, and recycle your e-waste. Jump on the bandwagon and educate yourself on some easy steps you can take towards changing your lifestyle to help your community and your environment by recycling.